go, guys. We're on the big Wally World bicycle. Electric bike, that is. We're gonna do a review on this thing today. We get down here in a minute, we'll stop and check it out, look at the specs, whatnot. Right now I'm in top gear. I don't have anything turned on, so we're just kind of rolling along right now. But we're gonna go up the government road. I think they said it's about 7 miles across the government road. So we're gonna try to go up the government road, go down through Damascus and get back on the creeper trail and come home that way. See how far this thing makes it, how well it does. Right now, like I said, we don't have anything on. Brakes feel pretty good right there. They stopped me pretty good. Right now, we're in top gear. And the bicycle is not even on right now. All right, we're gonna reach down here and turn this thing on. Okay, there's that. Gotta hold this button in until it comes on. It just kicked right there a little bit. Okay, we're on right there. Now we're gonna put it up in number 1 on the pedal assist here, okay? All right. I'm not doing much as far as pedaling right now. A little bit. Yeah, now I am. Let's kick it down to 4th gear. See what happens. Still making it. It's a little bit rougher right there, but we are climbing a hill right now. I do not think these things are specifically designed for climbing hills that much. I think they're more for like a flat terrain. The creeper trail probably would be great for this thing. But this is the first day I'm actually getting out here on this thing. Feels good so far. Came up that hill back there okay. And we are still in pedal assist number 1 right now. Gonna gear up here. All right. We are now in 7th gear. Like I said, this is just in pedal assist 1. Let's drop it down here a few gears. Pretty smooth right there. Now this bicycle was, I think, less than $800. My dad and my brother both bought one at the same time. All right, we're in top gear right now, running 15 mile an hour, and I am having to pedal some. It's not like I'm doing nothing, but we're going to try go to the next level. All right, we're in number 2 now. I do not feel a whole lot of difference right there. Let's crank it up to number 3 and see what happens. All right, they're cranked up, yeah. That's feeling pretty good right there. And I've been pedaling this whole time. I've not been on the throttle any at all. Let's crank it up to number 4. Yeah, we're running up close to 20 mile an hour. I'm pretty much ghost pedaling right now. I mean, I'm barely doing anything at all. We're still in top gear. Feels pretty good. Let's crank it up to number 5. All right, I didn't feel a lot of difference there. Does feel like it wants to take off a little more right here. But we are literally topping out right at 20 mile an hour, which these things are supposed to run. Yeah, so far so good, guys. You can see the battery here looks good at this point. Alright, I'm going to stop pedaling now. Now hit the throttle. Alright, full throttle right there. We are in top gear. I'm gonna let back off that and get back into pedaling. We don't want to use our battery too much right now. We've got a little bit of a ways to go. Across this government road is approximately 7 miles, so we definitely don't want to run all of our battery out trying to get up through there. But once we get down to the creeper trail, we'll be in good shape. If nothing else, we'll be on the flat and we can just pedal home if we have to. So far it feels pretty good. We'll come back when we get up here to the government road. Alright guys, we are here on the government road getting ready to head up over towards Damascus. But anyway, right here is the little Wally World bicycle. Right now I'm running about 20 psi in the front, probably around 23 or so in the rear. Max psi on these are 30. I don't necessarily like this rubber on these tires, but I haven't came to a conclusion on that yet. Overall, the bike seems pretty good. I mean, on the ride out here, everything was fine, but this is the first time I've been on it. It's only been rode very little. So let's see how long everything lasts, how well it shifts through the gears and all that. So far, everything seems to be fine. I'll show you the specifications here real quick. I'm not going to go through all these, but if you want to see them, you can stop the video. If you're on your phone, stop the video and you can zoom in. I'll get in here a little closer for you. Okay guys, we are back on here. We're in pedal assist mode number 1 here, but we're going to have to drop some gears as we go up through here. I want to try and drop it down into first gear. Obviously, you don't want to change gears while you're sitting still. So let's go up through here and see if we can get it down in first gear and see how easy it climbs these hills. We're going to have to... There we go. It took us a second to get going. It did not want to go in that top gear, but right now I'm hardly pedaling. Take our time and shift down here because we don't want to run the battery out, and I can sense that the motor's kind of struggling right there because we're in such a high gear. I would imagine that would definitely run the battery out. All right, we're in first gear now. Pedal assist 1. This is a bit of an incline here. I'm sure you can't see it in the camera. You can probably see this thing flopping around in the camera though. Yeah, I'm hardly pedaling right now. Let's try pedal assist 2 and see what happens. Did seem to make it a little bit easier. Not a big change, not a big difference there. But obviously, like I was saying, we don't want to put a lot of strain on the motor if we don't have to. Let's go with pedal assist 3 and just see what happens. Okay, yeah. Now we're moving along. The motor doesn't seem to be struggling too much, and it's asking me to go up another gear right now. What I mean is, I can feel it in my legs. I'm turning the pedals faster than it wants to go, so let's give it a gear. Now we are on a steep incline right here. Maybe we drop it back down. We're still in pedal assist 3. I am having to work a little bit. However, I'm trying to help the battery as much as I can. Right here it's asking for a gear. And then back down again. Now, like I said, these things are not specifically designed for off-roading, but so far it feels pretty good. Yeah, you just have to be aware of the situation you're in and, you know, try to put the least amount of strain on the motor and the battery as you can. That's definitely going to get you further. Right here we want to be in first gear because this is a pretty good incline. And then it's going to flatten out. And we can just kind of cruise for a while right here. Now, one thing I do like about these bicycles, they're a lot taller. Well, not a lot taller, but they're taller than most of the things that I've seen. Most of the things that I've seen are built for, you know, a 125-pound person. I mean, how many guys do you know full grown that are 125? I mean, ladies too. There's very few people 125 pounds full grown. I'm 6 foot tall, so those small bikes just aren't for me. But this is up there. It's got an adjustable seat post, which will get you up there off the ground a little bit more too, which I like. So there are some things to admire about this little thing. Under $800 e-bike. Brakes feel okay. They don't feel like anything special. However, they do work. They will stop you. We're gonna ride on down through here a little bit more, guys. We have been 0.8 miles so far. But yeah, we're gonna ride down through here a little bit and we'll come back in a moment. All right, guys, one thing I just figured out. You do not want to be hitting a lot of ruts or rocks or holes in this thing. It is not very comfortable at all. Although it has that shock on the front, trust me when I say it is not comfortable to ride across rocks and holes. Obviously this thing's a hardtail, but like I said, these things are not made, I do not think, for what I'm doing right now. I mean, I'm out here riding up these hills and riding on stuff that these things are not specifically designed for. But so far so good. I have no complaints at this point. If you're just getting out here trying to relax and have a nice ride, this thing seems pretty awesome, really. I am right now in pedal assist mode 3. Right here's where it's gonna get. Oh. Okay, I'm in pedal assist mode 3. First gear, and I'm really almost just ghost pedaling here. I am barely touching the pedals whatsoever, and we're riding up through here fairly easy. Gonna miss as many of these rocks as we can. This is probably going to be the worst area that we have to go through right here. But honestly, through that whole section right there, I was able to keep up a little bit of speed, maintain my balance, and keep trucking. Didn't have to put my feet down and stop at all. So that was pretty good through there. Yeah, pedal assist mode 3 right here. First gear. And it's just cruising right along, no problem. We will be back, guys. Okay, guys, we have been 1.8 miles so far, and I just started noticing a little bit of a whine in the rear end that wasn't there earlier. I don't know if it's anything significant or not. Right there, I can hear it. I'll try to slow down here one more time. Speed up and you tell me if you guys hear it. I don't think it's anything major. I think maybe I just didn't notice it before. Yeah, I don't think it's a problem. I don't know exactly what happened, guys, but our battery just went back full. It makes a little bit of noise, but I mean, all in all, I can handle that. That's no problem for me. A little bit of noise as long as everything's running fine. And it seems to be so far. We have been 3.5 miles at this point. We're cruising right along. You got to be careful down through here because these shaded areas will hide rocks from you. You come through here and smack one and get messed up bad. So just if you're ever in this situation, just slow down a little bit, because I could be going a lot faster through here, but I'm choosing not to. Okay, guys, we're about a little bit more than halfway through this little excursion here. So far, so good. I am not being paid to do this review, by the way. They didn't send me this bicycle to review. This is my dad's bike. He recently bought this thing. So far, I like it. I mean, there are obviously some things that could use some work. For one, pretty rough ride. I don't know about a shock back here, a seat with a spring, or what. However, I am on a rough road and hitting some rocks and bouncing a little bit. So if you're going to be on a nice smooth surface, it's probably not going to be near as bad. The brakes leave a little bit to be desired. They're a little bit noisy, and they're kind of slow stopping you. My dad was telling me one of these bolts here, and I'm not sure which one it is. Something up here in the front end here was stripped from the factory. Not a big deal. You could obviously get a new one and put in there, but just something to be aware of. If you go and look at these things, check all your bolts, make sure that none of them are stripped out. It's pretty good. I mean, you've got turn signals back here. You got brake lights. So if you're out after dark, you've got that. I haven't been out after dark yet. Tony says that the headlight is really good on it, really bright, but I think that thing kills your battery pretty quick. Not sure about that, but from the experience he had, it seems that that would be the case. But we're going to see where we stand when we get back home at the end of the day. Now, this battery was fully charged about, I don't know, a week ago maybe, and it has been sitting outside. It's been getting cool at night, but the battery was still fully charged. I don't know what they recommend to do with these things through the winter, but if I was you and I had one of these, I would definitely take that battery inside through the winter. Don't let it freeze. Don't let it get super cold. Anyway, we'll get back on down the road here. I'll shut up, and we'll see you guys back here in just a few minutes. Okay guys, back here on this government road, as you can see, it's gravel road. There's a lot of hills back here, a lot of ups and downs. But through this whole thing, I have pretty much stayed in pedal assist 3 the entire time. All I've done is go back and forth on my gears here. When I get to a hill, I'll drop down into first gear. When I get to a downhill, I'll put it up maybe 3rd gear, 4th gear, depending on the hill. You could go all the way up to 7th gear. Obviously, back in here, you don't want to be going that fast. So I'm keeping it around 3rd or 4th gear. Like I said, pedal assist 3. And when we get down here to the creeper trail where it's a little flatter, a little smoother, we'll check out some other settings. And we will be back. Coming up a pretty good hill here. Our battery has dropped down another notch. We're at 4.8 miles. So I can already see, guys, if you're gonna be doing any of this uphill stuff, you're not gonna make it anywhere near what this thing's rated at. You're gonna have to stay on the flat if you want to get that 20 miles or whatever it is. Look, our battery is halfway gone at this point, and we're at 4.9 miles. I think what I'm gonna do is save as much of the battery as I can. Hey, look, it just went back up there. That's interesting. Now it's saying we've got a good bit of battery. We'll see how long that will drop down again right there. If it drops down one more, I think I'm going to turn it off. Just kind of ride till we get to the end of Government Road. And we'll turn it back on when we get to the creeper trail. I really don't want to do that because I want to see, which I mean, I could do simple math, but I'd like to see how long this trip is. I guess I could just turn pedal assist mode off, right? Let's see what happens. Right there's 0. Oh my goodness, guys. You do not want to have to pedal this in first gear. I'm feeling a little bit of a clunk on this right side in the pedal right there that I hadn't felt before, and I don't know if I was just imagining things or not, but boy, it sure is pretty out here, guys. Absolutely beautiful. What would be awesome is if while I'm riding along like this, pedaling, it would put a little bit of a charge back on the battery. That's what would be really nice. But I mean, all in all, on the flat, if you ran out of battery and had to pedal this thing on the flat, you would be just fine. I mean, it'd be slow, obviously, but I mean, I'm in first gear right here. Of course, I am going downhill a little bit at this point, but I think you could even run second or third gear on the flat and it wouldn't kill you too bad. But now, as soon as you started any sort of incline, it would, no sir, this bicycle is pretty heavy. Wow, guys, I just hit a section back there that's like I don't know, maybe a half mile long. It's just all downhill, super smooth, just beautiful day. Feels good coming down through there with the wind. It's just, what a day. Yeah, something's clicking down here on this right side as I pedal. And I'm not sure exactly what it is. I don't know if it's something in that cassette back there making it do that, or down here lower. We'll look at it a little better when we get home. So far it looks okay, but it's definitely making a, I don't see anything caught up in that cassette, but I don't know. Still going. I mean, everything seems to be fine still, but a little clunkage. We're still cruising along here. Got the motor turned off, pedal assist anyway. First gear, just easing on down the road like I said. I don't know what that clunking is over here on the right side, but I feel it with every pedal now. It may just be that the pedal's loose. I do not know, but we will look at it, find out. Now, like I said, I've been pedaling this thing, just rolling along and pedaling, and now it says we have a full battery. I don't know exactly what happened, but I would imagine as soon as we start getting back on that motor again, it's going to drop down there. So if you have this thing sitting outside charging, or wherever you have it charging, you hit that button and it says it has a full battery. Don't necessarily go by that. Like I said, when we turn this motor back on, it'd be interesting to see how quick that battery drops down. But yeah, right now it's telling me I have a full battery, and we all know that's not possible. I've been 6.2 miles. Unless this thing is charging the battery while we're just riding, but I do not think that's a thing yet. And here we are. This is what I would say is the end of Government Road. It's technically not, I guess. But when you get off the gravel, to me, that's the end. All right, here we go. .26 miles an hour right now. The motor is not even on. 28 miles an hour. I think we hit 30 there. Can't really see. But like I was saying, the motor's not on. But this thing feels really good on the pavement out here. A lot better anyway. Alright, we are going up this hill now, so let's put this up here in 1. Drop it down here a few gears. We're in pedal assist 1, 3rd gear right now, coming up this hill. It's got a little bit of an incline to it, and I'm not having to work hard at all at this point. Drop it down to 2nd gear. Okay. coming up this little hill, and I am barely doing anything. But like I was telling you guys, you can see that battery's already dropped down two notches there, and it was telling us that it had a full battery. So like I said, don't count on that display when you first turn this thing on. Drop it down to first now, and I am barely doing anything, but the hill is leveling out here. But yeah, this is a nice smooth ride. We've been 7.2 miles at this point. So far everything's been okay. Like I said, there are a few things that we could upgrade. We could upgrade the brakes, do something with this seat as far as getting something softer or something with a spring. I'm not sure exactly what, but something. I'm sure you could get better cassettes and shifters and all that stuff on here, but all in all, so far seems to be working pretty good. We are almost over here to the creeper trail. I really don't know, guys, but I would imagine if you were on the throttle on this thing the whole time and not pedaling any, you're not going to get very much at all. We'll have to find out. We'll get out here one day. We'll charge this battery. We'll get out here and stay on the throttle the whole time without pedaling and just see how far we can make it, because I have not been on the throttle this whole time. I've been using the pedal assist. You know, I was on the throttle there earlier, you saw that, but that was just for a few seconds. And using the pedal assist the entire time other than that. We've only been 7.7 miles. And the battery kind of giving us a false sense of hope. Sometimes it drops back down after that, so I really don't know. But right now it looks like we're going to be okay to make it home. We'll see how many miles that ends up being. The rest of the way is going to be flat, pretty much. We're going to be on this creeper trail, so. We're in pedal assist 1. Go up here to 7th gear, the highest gear right there. And I'm not doing very much, and we're running 15 miles per hour. Just kick it up to number 2 and the pedal assist. Okay, didn't change a whole lot for me. I was not paying attention to the speed when I changed it, but it seems to be similar. Let's go up to number 3. We're in 7th gear, and that right there definitely kicked the speed up a little bit. I felt the little boost when we hit that, and it does appear that we are running approximately, we're right up there close to 18 miles an hour. I'm pretty much ghost pedaling right now, barely doing anything. We're riding along smooth. This is really nice for the creeper trail. I mean, this thing is basically made for this right here. At this point, I would say this thing's a perfect creeper trail bike for someone that's looking for something a little bit cheaper. We're only in pedal assist 3. We'll crank it up to 4 when we get across through here. We're at 17.5 mile an hour. And I'm doing nothing, guys. All right, let's get our speed back up here, and we'll go up to pedal assist number 4. felt a little boost in speed right there. 19.7, 20.3, where we're running right there. Let's go up to number 5. Now I'm just testing things out, guys, right now. Generally speaking, I would not be running 20 mile an hour on this creeper trail. I just don't think it's safe, and not for me. I'm not worried about myself. If somebody jumped out of the woods here, or you know, if you're passing by somebody and they get out of control, you could easily hit them out here running 20 mile an hour. But it feels smooth. The pedal assist and everything seems to be working fine right now. We're gonna get down through here a little bit further, and I'll come back and show you where the battery's at and how everything's going. Okay guys, I've had the pedal assist off now for a few minutes. We are in 7th gear, top gear right here, your hardest gear. And we're on the flat, I'm on the creeper trail, we're cruising along. We're running 12 mile an hour right now. Like I said, there's no interference from the engine or anything right now. The pedal assist is off. So we're cruising along in top gear, and it's not that bad on this flat. I wouldn't want to have to do this all the way home, but right here in top gear, it's not that bad. We'll drop it down a few gears and see what it feels like. Fourth gear. Honestly, you could probably ride about all day right here in 4th gear. Now, if you had a headwind, it'd probably be a little rough on you, but 4th gear feels pretty good. Like I said, if your battery died and you were out here on the creeper trail, it would not kill you to have to pedal this thing wherever you had to go. Whoops, went the wrong way. Now it's telling us we got a full battery again, guys. 2nd gear right here, you can pedal along easily. No problem. I could go all the way home here in 2nd gear. And it would not bother me a bit. Let's see what 1st gear feels like. All right, 1st gear. First gear feels pretty good. I mean, it's not killing me to pedal it. I don't know if you guys can hear that click. Something going on down there that's making it click. It's gonna be interesting to find out what that is. I'll shut up and see if you can hear it. Yeah, there's no way you guys heard that. But anyway, 1st gear, we're moving right along, 9 mile an hour, and it's not killing me. But we're gonna crank it to pedal assist 1, okay? And then we're gonna go top gear. In my opinion, on this creeper trail, this thing right here, pedal assist 1, top gear, you're running 15 mile an hour. That is plenty enough on this creeper trail, in my opinion. Your battery would probably last pretty good right here. I mean, if you were to go down into 1st gear, it would last longer, but I don't know. But we'll do some more tests. You guys let me know. Let me know what kind of test you want me to do. You want me to do a test to just see how fast it drains the battery on the throttle? Just anything. I'll test her out, boys, as long as it holds up. Yeah, right now we're in pedal assist 1, 7th gear, 15 mile an hour basically. No problem. Other than when you hit stuff like that, it's not fun. Oh yeah, guys, out here on this creeper trail, it's just, you know, such a much more pleasant ride. I mean, coming across the mountain, Anyway, that was fine, and I would do it again, no problem. But there's just so many rocks and holes out there. Oh! Yeah, just so many rocks and holes out there. But I mean, down here on this creeper trail, 7th gear, pedal assist 1, and you're just cruising. I don't know how much battery we've got left. It's showing pretty good. Do I trust it? Not necessarily. I was going to turn the camera off, guys, but it's just so pretty through here. I think I'll leave it on for another minute. We are in pedal assist number 2 right now, guys, rolling down through here at about the same speed as pedal assist 1. The major difference is you do not have to do as much work. Just barely touching the pedal and you're moving along. Hello. Now I would have said something to him, but I noticed that he turned around and saw me coming. You have to be careful out here, guys, especially on these e-bikes. Janice and I were out here the other day, and we had a couple of people just come zooming by us on these things. Didn't say anything, we didn't see them. You don't hear them till the last second, you know, especially when you're walking down through there talking to each other. So yeah, make sure you call out and let people know you're coming. See how well this thing takes off from here up this little uphill. Oh, yeah, if you stand up and pedal, you have to be very careful. Trestle number 15 right here, guys, still in the same shape it's been in. I will not be adjusting anything on this thing. As I said, this is my dad's bike. He's got everything set up where it's right for him, so I don't want to do any adjusting on it. However, if it was mine, I'd bring these handlebars up a little bit and bring the seat up a little bit. Like I said, I am 6 foot tall, but a 5'8" person would not have a problem on this thing, I don't think. I think your feet would hit the ground just fine, unless you're all torso. Wow, I did not know this. This is a good friend of mine's home right here, and they've tore it down. Yeah, I did not know. Maybe he's putting something else in here. I hope he is. Well, we are getting closer to home every second of the way, and you can see where the battery's at on there. We've got 3, I guess what you would call 4 bars, and we're minus 2 bars at this point. Of course, that first bar, there's a small bar you can see. But anyway, maybe I was getting a little worried too early up there on the mountain. We've been 12.8 miles now, and we've still got what appears to be half of the battery. And we're cruising along the creeper trail. So maybe you can mix a little bit of hills in there, as long as you're getting some flat in, and as long as you're not just on the throttle the whole time. You may get 20 miles. Still don't know, but when we get done with this ride, we'll see how many miles we've went, what the battery looks like, and I'll give you an overall assessment. So guys, one thing I'm noticing is it's really hard to get this thing to go any less than 15 miles an hour. I mean, even if you're in first gear, first pedal assist, once you start turning those pedals and the motor engages, it gets you up to 15 mile an hour pretty quick, and you're kind of stuck there, or you are absolutely ghost pedaling. You know, in order to drop down here to 13 mile an hour, I've not pedaled for the past probably 5 seconds. So you have to let it slow down. But as soon as you start kicking it back in there, it jumps up speed pretty quick. I do not notice a major difference between number 1 and number 2 on the pedal assist, other than you have to not pedal near as much to keep it in that 15 mile per hour range. But then when you go up to third gear, that's when you, or number 3 pedal assist, that's when you feel that actual bump in speed, and you see it too. It jumps up from 15 to around 17 or so. So from first to second, I don't notice a big difference. From second to third, there seems to be a major difference, and then from third to fourth, there's a pretty good difference. From fourth to fifth, not a major difference. But so far so good. I mean, we're here, we're in pedal assist 1. We've got more than half of our battery left, and we're almost home. Okay guys, we've just got a little bit further till we get home. But I thought I would stop right here and just give you my assessment on this thing. All in all, not bad. Like I said, we went across the mountain, we went up and down some hills, we hit a lot of rocks and things of that nature. There are obviously a few things that we're gonna have to look at when we get home, but we have made it 13.7 miles. You can see we've still got a pretty good bit of our battery left. Battery died on me, guys, and I cannot even remember what I was saying. But yeah, 13.7 miles, a little bit more than half of the battery is what it's showing on the reading. Yeah, I mean, everything was smooth sailing. I did notice a few sounds here and there. I'd like to go over the brakes, look at what's going on with the pedal over here. But for the first ride, all in all, pretty good. This thing would be perfect for running me down to the creeper trail where I love to go, right down here and fish, and get me back home on a charge, no problem. I could probably do it 2 or 3 times on one charge. I wouldn't do that. I would charge the battery each time, but I would have no problem getting down there. This is mostly flat, a little bit of a hill coming down, which would be nothing, a little bit of a hill going home. And yeah, I mean, would I pay less than $800 for this thing? After this first ride, absolutely. The question is, how long is this thing gonna hold up? So we'll get back with you on that information. But for the first 13.7 miles, it's been pretty good. So I would recommend buying one if you're going to be out, for instance, on a flat trail like the Virginia Creeper Trail.